Hi everybody, it's Alexis, and I wanted to do a quickie video, if I know how to talk quickie. I wanted to do a quickie video because I have a lot of people asking me questions about, well, where do I find customers? How do I get orders? Where do I find recruits? And I wanted to kind of go over, I know I hand out to my new people in their kit, I'll hand out a list of which are in a lot of the groups. I think it's in Onward and in the motivation group. It might be in elsewhere too, but I hand out a sheet about 70 ways to recruit. I honestly, I'm sorry, I don't remember the name. I have brain freeze today. But that aside, I wanted to mention some of my favorites and what works really well for me, and maybe it'll help put some ideas in your head or to share with your team as well. But I know, if anything, I always do the video for my team and anybody else who benefits. Fantastic, because I love to help. And I'm going to tell you, and I wrote down a list. There's a ton of things that can help, but I wrote down a little list of what helps me, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I kind of do it. First of all, businesses are always, always, always the best because besides you leave things in their waiting room, like whether they're a nail salon, a regular salon, a doctor's office, waiting rooms are great, but you want to get the people behind the counter, the people that work there, and the people that are there day after day after day. Because when they can shop at work and you deliver to them at work, they love that. So that's usually where you're going to get more of the customers than you will from the waiting room. But now, don't get me wrong, I still put plenty of books in every waiting room I see. I bring plenty of books. But I have found that I tend to get more orders, and I still get orders from the waiting room, but I get more orders from the people behind the counter. So I strongly recommend hitting businesses. Out of my comfort zone? Absolutely. Does it feel strange? Am I nervous when I walk in? Still, every single one I go to, still after 2 years, theoretically 7 years, but 2 years with a long break before that. But of course I get nervous, and of course it's nerve-wracking. But what's the worst that's going to happen? They say no? Then you know what? Brush it off and move on. It's that simple. We have to get at least 10 no's to get the one yes. So don't let it scare you. Don't be afraid. And you know what? The more you do, the easier it gets. Another place, when you go to grocery shop, I always ask the girls whether they're bagging my groceries or taking my groceries out to my car, the people in the bakery, in the meat department, in the produce section, anybody I run into, anybody I accidentally bang into in the grocery store with my shopping cart. Fast food places are my favorite, especially Starbucks, where people are sitting, they're plugged in, they're reading, they're doing all that. Coffee shops, those are my favorite. And I literally, when I'm done eating, I do patronize the place. I don't just walk in and start handing out things. But when I'm done eating, I will hand out books to everybody else. I will hand out books to everybody else who is eating, as well. So this is my Lily. She's my secret weapon. One of my 2 secret weapons. But anyway, that is really what I do so that... Excuse me 1 second, please. Sorry about that. Everybody wants to get in on it. When I try to make my videos, getting everybody in some quiet time is very difficult sometimes. Anyway, another fantastic place that I recommend, especially on Saturdays and Sundays, the park. The park. I walk around with my Avon bag that I got in campaign 10's what's new, or in 11 with the bug guard. And I carry the bug guard, the sunscreen with the bug guard, the creams, the sprays, you name it, I carry it, the after sun, the after itch, all of it goes in my bag, and I walk around the park with books in this hand and the bag in the other. First, I hand out the books. Always, 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 somebody either, oh my God, they forgot their sunscreen. Do I have any on hand that they could buy from me? Or, oh my gosh, I would do anything if you had bug spray right now in your bag. Always a great way to sell some of the bug spray if you went and ordered the bug spray kit ahead of time. Great way to get rid of some of the bug spray, but also too, again, and I don't just hand out the books and say, here you go, here you go, here you go, hi, nice to meet you here. Or hi, would you like an Avon book buy? I say, hi, my name is Alexis. How are you today? I'm one of the local Avon reps in the area. Would you like to take a book with you? Have you seen Avon lately? Oh, no, really? Wow. Oh, did that happen? Oh, I'm so sorry. Whatever the case is. And I just say, well, you found an Avon rep now, or you have me now. Or maybe, oh, not for you. I'm sorry. Maybe you could take it to work and leave it in your break room. Or, maybe would you mind giving it to your neighbor or a friend? That would be fantastic. That would help me in my business so much if you wouldn't mind doing that for me. And after that, if they still don't want it, I'll gladly take it back from them. Hey, book some money. But I don't push it, because pushing my book on somebody, remember, your book is your storefront. You're walking around handing out your storefront instead of the bricks and the mortar with the door. If they're not going to come in your door, they're not coming in your door. So you can keep the door open as long as you want. You can put as many signs as you want. But if they ain't coming in, they ain't coming in. So after a while, you got to know when to don't waste your time, next, and just go on to the next person sitting on the bench. And always walk around with a smile. I always say, please try to look presentable. Remember, again, you're your storefront. Your book is your storefront. I always wear signage, my Say Yes to Avon. I wear my bug guard pin, depending on my mood, but this matched me a little bit better today. I always wear something. As you guys have seen me post in some of the groups, signage. This is for my car. This I won from some of the meetings. Always go to your meeting. You get fantastic ideas at your meeting too, your district meetings. I try to get signage and can't always afford it. Don't always have the money, but that's okay, because don't let it stop you, because you don't have to have it. You just need your books, your legs, your hands to hand it out. That's really all you need. Another fantastic place I wanted to mention, laundromats. Usually people will let you leave books at the laundromats, and a lot of people sit there for a long period of time and waiting for their laundry to be done, so it's another great place. And again, if you can get a little conversation with some of the people there, that's great, because when people see you're friendly and get to know you and say, wow, she was really nice, they're more inclined to order from you than when they just see a book laying there. Doesn't mean they won't. I get tons of orders from people who, I had 19 orders this campaign this morning just from people who found my book somewhere. So, it's working. But it's great when you can talk to people, when you can say hi, when you can get their name and phone number and collect their information so you can follow up with them. Very important to do also. Out of my comfort zone, definitely. Do I always get it? Not always. But I try my best when I can to, or to know where they work, to know how to follow up with them, and that kind of stuff. Another great place, and this is one of my shorter videos, like I said, the ice cream stands and ice cream parlors. And we have, I don't need comments from the peanut gallery.
What I said?
While my daughter sticks her tongue out and gets punished in 5 minutes when I'm done with this.
No.
The ice cream is a great place to meet people and to follow up. They're outside on a hot day. It's kind of like the same scenario as the park. People are sitting outside, enjoying some time, having a great day, and it's another great place to follow up. And you got people captivated a little bit because they're sitting there. And I always can't reiterate this enough though. Don't aggravate the people. Just, you can tell, when they're getting a little antsy. And so, you gotta, like, what is it Kenny Rogers says? You gotta know when to fold them. But then, just walk away and go on to the next one, because don't waste your time on them. There's no point. But the ice cream place is another one. The one thing I want to stress though about businesses, what I mentioned before about going back to like the doctor's offices, there's labs that draw blood. I know I take my father there frequently. That's another great place. Even apartment complexes, apartment buildings, door to door, that's a different video. But these are some of the tools that I use. And every single person I run into during my day, whether I'm at the bank, I'm at the doctor, I'm always at the doctor. At the pharmacy, I'm always at the pharmacy too. But Publix, grocery shopping, yes, I'm always there too. But I bang into people by accident, on purpose, whatever, start a conversation. I get the people talking and I just hand out my books. And you know what? I go downtown and I will open my windows and when I'm at the stoplight and say, hey, hi, how are you? Would you like an Avon book? And people look and and I'm like, yeah, would you like an Avon book before my light turns? And they're like, oh my God, Jess, I haven't seen an Avon wrap. Oh my God, I can't wait to call you. And then, I have to leave because the light turned green. But it's another fantastic tool. There are some times where I drive down certain roads of the community and people are outside and I just stop and say hello and I'm not tossing, I'm not doing a book toss or doing anything. I'm just riding the roads. And I'm just saying, hi, how are you? And my name is Alexis. I'm an Avon rep here and you're, locally. And I'd love to hand you a book. And, would you like an Avon book? And, I just roll down those windows and just selectively just say hi. Or I take my time. I take the back roads instead of the front roads on my way home from the doctor. Very simple, some very easy things to do. And there are tons of things that I know we can all share with each other. And I know we do share a lot of other great ideas. And I'm sure you have some great ideas that work for you as well. And what works for one doesn't always work for another. But one thing, don't get discouraged. It takes time. When you see people, and I know it too because I see people who have 80, 90 customers a campaign. That is fantastic. And I wish I could be like that. And I will. If I had 19 orders this time, I'm going to go for 20 for the next campaign. Maybe 21 the campaign after. Maybe 50 the campaign after. But I don't stop trying. I don't stop putting my book in places, talking with people, sharing with people, on my Facebook all the time, especially if you're friends with me on Facebook. I never stop sharing wherever I go. If I'm in a restaurant, I talk with the waitress. I leave a book. I leave a book with the hostess. I sometimes leave some books in the bathroom by the soap. I'm selective now, though, where I leave books in the bathroom because not every place likes that. But I just always, even when I stop at the gas station, I'll bring a book inside the gas station, and then for everybody who I bump into in the gas station, gets a book. While I'm pumping the gas, I put on automatic, I go and hand out books. The more books you can get out, the more chances you're going to get those orders and you're going to get those people. So it's all about investing in your books. So I wish you lots of luck. And again, definitely for the people on my team, don't give up. We're going to get there and we're going to get there together. And even if you're not on my team, we're all going to get there together because I think that all of us like to help each other and work with each other. And if I can help in any other way, I'd be more than happy to. Remember my website, if for some reason you are not an Avon rep, but you are kind of just looking through some videos, please feel free to sign up. You don't have to live near me. I live in Valdosta, Georgia, but you can live anywhere in the United States. My website, I'm going to give it to you. Please have a pen and paper ready. Or if you'd like to just place an order as a customer and you stumbled upon my website, I'd love to have you as a customer or to join my awesome team. And my website is www.youravon.com/Alexis Brady. ALEXISBRADY, all one word. And please come to my website or find me on Facebook. You can send me a message if you need. Whatever I can do to help, would love to do it. So I wish you lots of luck, and all together we can do this. Don't ever give up. Have a great weekend and a great week, fellow Avon representatives, and those who are soon to be Avon representatives. Bye for now.